In this video, I'll be breaking down what credit card points are and how they work and how you can take advantage of credit card points to do things such as travel for cheaper, or to just get cash back on your everyday, or to just get cash back on your typical monthly bills or spending. So here we have three popular credit cards. We have the Discover It card. It is a very basic starter card. It was my first credit card. And then we have the Sapphire Preferred card, which is moving up. And then we have the American Express, which is American Express's most platinum card. But anyways, so you get rewarded for spending money on certain cards. Now, most cards offer different rewards. First, let's talk about the Discover It, as this is a starter card and should be pretty easy for you to understand. So the Discover It is a basic no annual fee card. It costs $0 a year to own, and Discover will pay you for using their card. So it's a pretty cool concept, and you can earn 1 to 5% cash back depending on your spending categories. So for example, if you're spending $3,000 a month on your normal debit card, you can move that spending to your credit card and be getting $30 to $50 a month back in credit. Now for this card in particular, the Discover It, 1 point is equal to $1. So 2% of your $3,000 a month in spending would be 60 points, which equals to $60. So for example, if on your regular debit card you use for everyday purchases is spending like $3,000 or $4,000 a month, let's just say $3,000 a month on things like gas and groceries. If you put that onto this credit card, and if they fall within the 2% cashback categories, you would be spending $2,940 a month. So you'd be saving $60. And what's cool is that you can get this money in cash to spend freely, or you can put it towards your next credit card bill. And of course, before applying for any credit card, make sure you fully understand the terms and then you're able to pay off your balance in full each month. I never recommend going into debt or carrying a balance. This video is just for educational purposes. I'm here to show you how you can take advantage of the system to put money back into your pocket. And then I'll leave a link in the description where you can check out the Discover It card if that card interests you. But moving on, we have travel credit cards. Now, I'm sure this is a buzz for a lot of you guys. You want to know how you can get money off flights, hotels, etc. So that's what my channel is here for. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss an upload. First up, we have the American Express Platinum card. Now this is American Express's one of the more premium cards, and I personally have this in my wallet. It was my first credit card I got for my business, but you don't need to have a business to have this card. They also have a personal one. This is American Express's top tier travel card, like I said. Travel cards typically come with a travel portal. So when you go to book a flight, you can go ahead and type in your destination. Here I typed in Boston to Miami, and you could pay $257 for the flight, or you could use your membership rewards points and pay in points. So if you're spending money every single month on these cards, the points are going to add up. And when you go to book a flight, you could get a flight for free, or you could just get a solid amount of money off a flight. Say you're going on a flight that's like $300, you could get $100 off the flight, or you could end up getting it completely for free. It all depends on how much money you're spending and if that spending is in categories that earn high rewards per dollar spent. And this card in particular is known for its airport lounge access. This is another thing that I'm sure you guys will love. Look at me taking advantage of the airport lounges. For example, in Prague, Czech Republic, I can go to the lounge before a flight and you can get free food, free alcohol, free drinks. It's pretty sweet. You don't have to pay anything for it. It's not like there's like an entry fee or anything. Here I am in Germany, just got some salad and some like oats after a long flight. And then here it was in Bogota, Colombia. Super nice lounge. It's like a super nice buffet, and you can come here all the time. I use these lounges maybe 20 to 30 times a year, maybe more. I travel a lot. So this is a huge benefit to me. Instead of going to the airport and spending $20, $30 on food, I can get it for free included with the card. When I was in the US last month at the airport, I was seeing how restaurants overcharge the heck out of you. It's like $20, $30 for basic meals. Even if you're not going to a restaurant at the airport, the little food stands also cost so much money. So this perk alone makes this card very worth it. For example, if my girlfriend and I are going on a trip, say we're leaving from New York City, if we want to go get some basic food like burgers, fries, drinks, it might run us anywhere from like $35 to $50. But what's sweet is we don't have to worry about that. We can go to the airport lounge, get nice food, drinks, chill, be on our phones, charge our phones, use Wi-Fi, and we don't have to worry about paying for airport food. So anyways, moving on, this card is typically not for beginners. It's designed for people who can travel often, and it offers luxury benefits. There's more benefits to this card. I'm not talking about those. I'm just more talking about the credit card points aspect and some major highlights of these cards. This card is about $700 a year, but you can get $800 to $1,500 as a welcome bonus. So for example, for me, I pay $700 a year for this card, but I get a lot of money in free food at the airport lounge. Say I visit airports 25 times a year, and normally I'd spend $20 on food. That would be $500 a year I'm spending on food in airports. Now, last year and the year before, I might have visited airports 30 or 40 times in the past year. This is just a rough example. But either way, that's like $500 in value right there. Plus, I can earn points to get money off hotels. For example, I just went to a nice hotel in Dubai and got a solid amount of money off the hotel. So that was solid. So there are ways to make up for this $700 cost. Anyways, you can accumulate the most points when you book flights or travel using this card, as it is a 5 times point category. So for example, when you're booking flights using this card, you can get the most money back per dollar. So that's pretty solid. So if I want to book a flight, I can put that expense on my card and get some points back for it. So for example, if you book a $1,000 flight, you can get points back that are worth about $50 for your future travel on the Amex platform. But if you transfer these points to other travel services, you can get a better bang for your buck, meaning you could possibly get $75 or even $100 plus worth of travel back with those same points, all by just booking that $1,000 flight. Now for a beginner travel card, we can go over the Chase Sapphire Preferred. Now, this is a go-to beginner travel card. It is issued by Chase and it earns flexible points called Ultimate Rewards. So we saw on the Discover card, they give you points that are 1-to-1 with the US dollar. So 1 point is worth $1. And then with the Amex cards, you get points, but they're not 1-to-1 with the US dollar. Like I was showing you, the trip that cost $257 does not cost 257 points. It cost over 25,000 points. So 1 point on Amex is not worth $1. They have their own system and algorithm. The Chase Sapphire Preferred has a low annual fee. It's easy to use and it's super valuable for first-time point collectors. Also, the annual fee is about $95 per year, much lower than premium travel cards like the Amex Platinum. As you saw, it was like $700 per year. And as a welcome bonus, you will receive 60,000 points after spending $4,000 in the first 3 months. So a lot of these cards offer point incentives when you sign up. So for example, and most of the time you have to spend a certain amount of money to get the points. So for example, if on your regular debit card, you're spending $4,000 every 3 months or more, and that could be on any items. It could be on paying your rent, groceries, food, gas, etc. You could move that spending onto this credit card, like you would have to get the credit card first, move the spending onto the card. And once you spend $4,000 in the first 3 months of having the card, they'll give you 60,000 points, and that can be used for travel, etc. And that's worth about $750 in travel if you book through Chase's portal, which is pretty cool. And if you transfer those points to airlines or hotels, it could be worth even more. So who is this card good for? It's great for beginners with decent credit score, 680 plus recommended. For the Discover It card, you don't need to have a credit score. When I first got it, I did not have a credit score. It was my first credit card. And if you want to dip your toes into travel hacking, this card is the perfect starting point since you can start accumulating travel points, etc., getting money off flights, off hotels, etc. And if you travel even once a year and dine out occasionally, you'll still get a ton of value out of this card. Things to be aware of. You'll need to pay off your card in full every month. Interest ruins the value that you'd be getting out of these cards. Always keep that in mind. And there's a $4,000 minimum spend to get the bonus. So make sure that's doable with your normal spending. And if you're thinking of applying for this card, use the link below in the description. Comment down below what interests you in travel hacking. If you're looking how to get free hotels, free flights, find the cheapest flights, get money off flights, etc. And I'll be sure to make a video about it. And make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss an upload. I really hope you learned something in this video, and I'll see you in the next one.